I'm going to share with you all how to install FSR 3.1.3 into Cyberpunk on the Steam Deck, alongside being able to use XeSS 1.3 with FSR 3.1 frame generation for enhanced image quality through our upscaling options in comparison to FSR 3.0 and increased performance in some cases. And if you enjoy the content I create, please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, comment and share this video with others. From desktop mode, we want to access our web browser and come over to DLSS Enabler's GitHub page. Here, we want to scroll down to Releases, and inside here, we want to scroll down again until we find the setup.exe for DLSS Enabler. Click on this and download to your Downloads folder. Afterwards, we want to access the FidelityFX SDK GitHub page. On the right hand side, you'll see Releases, and at the time of this video, we'll be on version 1.1.3, and we want to scroll down until we find our zip file, which should be 440 megabytes in size, and download this to your Downloads folder. In your Downloads folder, we want to do the following. Right click on an empty space, create new folder. We want to press Steam and X together, and here we want to type DLSS. Press enter and close the keyboard. Afterwards, go on your zip file for FidelityFX SDK, and we want to extract here into our Downloads folder. Now once that's extracted, we'll be coming back to this folder later, so we want to right click on DLSS Enabler Setup.exe, and we want to click Add to Steam. In the bottom right hand corner, you'll see Steam on the taskbar. We want to click on this and access our library. Now in our Steam library, we want to click on our search results on the left hand side, and using Steam and X, we want to type and search for DLSS. Once that's done, close the keyboard, and on our setup.exe, we want to click on the cog symbol, Properties, Compatibility, and here we can go ahead and assign Proton Experimental. Close this window and press play. Once the setup loads, you'll notice that your trackpad is no longer working. Simply hold down the Steam button to reactivate this again. We want to click I accept the agreement, and next again, and here we want to navigate to our DLSS folder in our Downloads folder we created earlier. Click on Browse, close your C drive, go to Z, Home, Deck, and then go on to your Downloads folder and select your DLSS folder that we created earlier. Click OK and Next. Here we need to make sure the following choices are selected. Install as a version.dll file, make sure this is selected, and also enable support for AMD and Intel GPUs. If you do not select these, as shown, the mod will not work, so make sure that these are selected correctly. Afterwards, click Next and Install. Once the installation is complete, you'll see an error message appear at the bottom, and we can simply go ahead and select OK. Uncheck the README and press Finish. Still in Steam, we want to navigate to Cyberpunk. Click on the cog symbol, Properties, and for our launch command, we need to type the following command exactly as shown, otherwise the mod will not work. WINEDLLOVERRIDES in capitals equals quotation version equals n, comma b, quotation, space, percentage, command, percentage. Once this is typed exactly as shown, close the window, click on the cog symbol again, manage, and browse local files. Here we'll be taken to the main installation directory for Cyberpunk. We want to go inside the bin folder, x64, and in this folder we want to paste our mod files. So we'll go back to our Downloads folder, into our DLSS folder, and we want to drag all of these files that we've just installed. Right click and copy. go back to your Cyberpunk's x64 folder, find an empty space, right click and paste all of these items, selecting Apply to All and Overwrite. Once that's complete, go back to your Downloads folder, and we want to go inside our Fidelity FX SDK folder. Go inside the pre-built SignDLL folder, and we want to grab this file here, AMD Fidelity FX DX12.dll. This is FSR 3.1.3. Right click and copy, go back to your x64 folder, and we want to right click on an empty space and paste. Click Overwrite, and once that's done, scroll down until you can see nvngx.dll. Right click on this file and delete. Afterwards, locate nvngx DLSS.dll. Right click, copy, find an empty space, right click and paste this file. We'll be asked to rename the file, so we want to grab underscore and DLSS, press the SteamOS button, backspace, enter and close the keyboard. Now once you've followed all of those steps exactly as directed, we can go ahead and close all of our windows, return to gaming mode and launch Cyberpunk. From the main menu, we want to go down to Settings, press R1 till you get to your Graphics tab, and under Quick Preset, we want to press R2 and choose Low. Under Resolution Scaling, press R2 until you come to DLSS Super Resolution. Go down to the Upscaler, and we want to change this to Performance for the moment. Go down to Frame Generation, and turn this on to DLSS Frame Generation. Now our DLSS Super Resolution here is actually FSR 3.1.3 that we just installed, and we are spoofing an NVIDIA card to make this accessible so that we can inject our new upscaler. So once you're happy with that, go down to Apply, and we'll be asked to restart the game so that all settings can be in effect, and we'll do that in just a moment. Press A to confirm and go over to your Video tab with R1. We want to make sure that maximum FPS is off, windowed borderless, and we're on resolution of 1280 by 800. Press the Quick Access menu button, and we want to make sure that Disable Frame Limit is enabled. Press B and restart the game and reload Cyberpunk, loading into your game afterwards. Now once we're in game with FSR 3.1 enabled and frame generation, we should see that our FPS is higher than before and your game is running smooth like so. Now once we're in game, you should notice that your FPS is higher than before due to FSR 3.1 frame generation being in effect, and your image should look a bit more cleaner than it did before, thanks to FSR 3.1.3's enhanced upscaling over FSR 3.0. Another great thing about this mod is that we can use XeSS 1.3 in conjunction with our FSR 3.1 frame generation, which we couldn't do before. So we can select these in our settings and apply like so. So now that the mod is installed, feel free to change your settings to the Steam Deck preset and the upscaling option to quality, balanced or ultra performance, and let us know in the comments what your experience has been like in comparison with FSR 3.0, as I'm very interested to see how this goes for others. And of course, keep in mind that Cyberpunk and its many locations are highly variable, so performance will definitely be higher or lower depending on the area that you're in. So if this guide helped you learn something new today, please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, comment and share with others. And if you would like to make content for my method shown today, please provide credit towards my efforts and work as this would be much appreciated. Until next time, you all have a wonderful day, look out for one another, and I'll see you later.